link down below of our big dollhouse.
This video of the whole dollhouse. One of these days you're going to get that. So, as she says, welcome back. Today we are going to jump from the first unit shown to break it up a little bit and come over here, or go over here, which would have been, this was the first unit, that was the second unit, that was the third unit done, and then this here is the fourth unit done. That would be the fifth. So in between the fifth and the first, we needed a bridge.
Wait.
And we made the courtyard.
I thought there were 7 unit pieces.
Over there. Behind us, the beach.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7.
Yeah, I got it. So
Okay.
we're going to concentrate on the haunted. This was the bridge that had to be between the 2 units that were custom built with plywood. It's quite simply a piece down here and a piece up here. There's some tricks we had to do so that when we stepped on it, it didn't flip forward.
And it won't hurt our toes.
Yeah, and our toes. But we'll talk about the courtyard later. Right now, we're just going to concentrate on the haunted to showcase those beautiful dolls. Got to give that special shout out to Sam O'Hare. He's been waiting so patiently for the haunted section. We didn't do bedrooms because of their translucence, which made translucence, is that a word?
Translucent.
Translucent limbs that I really wanted them to be lit up and not sitting in a bedroom because you could see through them. I thought that was fun.
Because it'll kind of be a little bit boring.
Yeah. So, and we had this space back here that would have been nothing because the original plan was just to have the pool area and the beach and whatever down here.
Just imagine without Boo York and haunted.
It would have been just the wall.
And no this piece.
And I, of course, getting ingenious, wanted to not waste that area. And this worked out great. So, for haunted, we have
the one that's in London or London. I mean,
what are you talking about? Are you looking at the camera?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Spectra. No,
yeah.
she was only available in England and then became available in the US, so we didn't pay a lot
what?
for her. Yeah, that's how I got her. But for haunted, new characters were Porter, who has his graffiti going on there.
And a broken leg.
These ones were so interesting. I mean, at first I didn't like them, and then I was fascinated by them. And then when we saw the movie, of course, we loved it more. This one is
KIYOMI HAUNTERLY.
And then with their chains, too, that would have been so hard to put them in a bed because you couldn't really sit them.
At first, I thought they were detention chains, but they're actually just part of their outfit.
Okay, here we have
VANDALA Doubloons.
Doubloons, yeah. We don't really know how to pronounce that one very well.
This hurts if you put too much pressure on it.
Yeah. She's pretty darn cool. I love her hat. Then
Learn that lesson too much.
River Styxx.
The Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper girl. And, of course, the extras, which shout out to
Granny.
Granny, because Granny, was it for your birthday?
Yep.
Her birthday, she got her the 3.
Yeah, Twyla was just normal, but Draculaura and Claudine were in a lemonade box.
And then I was wishing and lusting for Rochelle, and I forgot what little special occasion happened, celebration, that I finally got Rochelle and found her at a good price. And she's quite beautiful. She came with the bracelet. I think Gracie's probably looking for that right now.
I already had the 2 pieces.
Yeah. How was that piece? Oh yeah, that piece we keep in with the boogie sand.
Shout out to a channel that I keep forgetting the name.
Rochelle's hair really kind of stinks in this. So, on to building.
Yay!
Haunted.
Finally.
That is obviously just a piece of plywood. And pretty flat. So a lot of stuff that I made plywood, I really wanted to add dimension and bring it away from a piece of plywood. So if you can see on the background here, there's texture to it. And that is done with the product I've been talking about a lot. Caulking.
And this Comet is a spoiler alert. Oh,
I knocked over the shell. So
I like the Mommy and Gracie show.
I put a picture at the end with those products I like, and the caulking is in there. I show that in that. But when it starts getting little, I always call it the toothpaste kind, because caulking you can buy as well. It comes in a tube and you have to use a gun, and that is not fun to work with. Doesn't have a cap. This is neat. As I've said, I've been, had my own house painting business back in the day, so I'm really familiar with these projects. The toothpaste kind is great because you can control it well, and then you can roll it up and put a piece of tape on it, and that always keeps it without air bubbles and close.
Yeah,
I prefer
what toothpaste would basically do.
That's why I call it toothpaste thing. I prefer to buy the clear when I'm working on projects because
it won't show.
It won't know. That helps too. Yeah. It goes on white, and then as it dries, it becomes clear, so it lets you know quite clearly when it is exactly, total pun intended, when it's dry. So that comes in handy.
Is that what you used in the beach on the sea?
Huh?
On the sea.
Some of it, yeah. We'll talk about that later. So as for like things like this that put some texture to it, you know, I would just squirt it on, get my finger in there, and make all kinds of whatever texture I wanted. The trick, if you're doing like sealing, such as we did sealing as in S-E-A-L-I-N-G, and here to get rid of any cracks in any building, that you get your fingertip a little wet with a piece of tissue I keep handy, then you smooth it. And that really makes anything you make new looks kind of old.
And she's our model for today.
In the background, I just took that caulking, took my fingers, and just swirled it on all over the place. So you can see all the different...
Was that hard?
No, messy. And then when it came to the Comet, because we didn't know if we were going to be able to fit Astra's unit in there because we only had pictures of it.
And Mom knocked over Rochelle again.
I was guessing by my math we weren't going to have enough room before we hit the shelf.
And she was right.
And I was right. So we wanted the Comet since there's not a lot going on over there.
For other piece of the playset is at the beach.
Yeah, we'll figure out a place for that.
I don't know if we can see it on the other episode of the sneak peek.
So the Comet has a lot of caulking to get all of that spray and the texture, as well as puffy paint.
I'm not even as
hand painting this thing. You can see the little Christmas lights are in there, and then what the front of the Comet is one of those things you get for $1/4 of the machines at the store, candy or something.
And Mom could have just told me
we
that
used half of it and then cut the half into half. So that made that. The lights are strung behind. There's two lines of lights. The colored ones consist of that side and here, and then the white is its own separate
and we
line.
had tinfoil in it, but
I had put tinfoil in here hoping it would shoot the light back there really nice. It didn't work because there was a big solid black blob there, so we had to pull that out.
Is that hard?
There'll be some bonus stuff in the end. I have lots of pictures of this being built, which will probably better explain how it was done. And I even have a video of me spray painting it. The background was all spray painted.
What?
The original idea was with these platforms, so that we can obviously use to their advantage the shoulder or armpit holders. Well, that's what they are. So they make them look floating, put them on there, make them floating. Not knowing Gracie was going to get more dolls.
I didn't know about this at first, but I thought when I first got Porter, I actually thought it actually was like original stand. And I'm like, Mom, I don't know how to do this. Then Mom figured out it goes under their arms.
Their arms. So I found pictures. Yeah, so where was I? Oh, poor Porter. He's got a boob on his leg. Poor Gracie broke. And that was the first introduction to the crappy new knees. She was so sad. She thought she was going to get in trouble. I was like, it's your doll and not in trouble, but I felt bad seeing her like it.
If it was Mom's doll, it will be a different story.
Yes, because it would have been out of the room to begin with. His graffiti is that electrostatics we've been talking about through this whole thing. Same pack. It was more plain. I added little stars and everything to make it look a little more painted. The lights are just a drilled hole and push the lights in through the back. For more texture besides the spray painting, you can see we have little, I think I jumped subjects there. I did. Okay, oh well, we'll go on. So there's little star stickers and there's little touches of silver you can see there. That's puffy paint. And that really adds to the dimension. Even if you're using cardboard and you don't want to look just like cardboard, you can just stickers and just do things to build it up
Just some random star stickers.
Yeah, and those do twinkle when you walk by them, and in some of the pictures they really
Yeah, they're
do.
twinkling from the flash,
They look
too.
neat. They each
You
got their
can't see it on camera.
letter. We didn't have any place or way to really make the sky have their parental thing, unless we make it weird and put them on the platforms, which I don't think really works.
And here's KIYOMI's.
Each one has their letter. Those are, if you see a difference in color, those do have glow-in-the-dark paint and puffy paint, so they give us a little special surprise when the lights are off. As I was saying about the platforms, we mentioned this in the big video of the whole thing. We got those later, and we were sitting them. Oh, good job.
Yeah, they
Grace.
used to be like that.
We had them like that. And Gracie's like, they look like they're sitting.
Yeah.
Mom, they're not sitting in the sky. I'll show that again. No, sitting.
Oh.
So, they can
So
see
they're
how.
basically like this, but they're
Yeah,
sitting
move
on
your
a
hand. Let me
platform.
put back with the camera.
I need a holder.
So they were sitting, and the idea was good, but she was right. They did look like they were sitting.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you gotta make, I forgot how you said it. But she,
You gotta make them float, Mom.
yeah.
Not sit.
And she was thinking about, putting it in here.
Yeah.
And rolling it in and be out. And then it hit me, well, wait a minute, we can just do this. So there is literally only a screw screwed in there. You might even be able to see that when you can.
Oh, and you
see
can
screw
feel the
head.
point under here. Well,
No, I covered those with
Well,
puffy
not
paint so it
like-
wouldn't be sharp.
like you can feel a little bit.
Yeah, but I put puffy paint so it wouldn't be sharp.
Yeah. It's right.
Oh, maybe I didn't put puffy paint on that one. Okay, well,
Actually, it is.
anyway,
Still.
that one, you put the screw on. I just put puffy paint to hide it. She just covered it.
Hi. Come here,
Twyla's
Dad.
beautiful in this one. Absolutely love her.
Thanks to my boogie stand.
Don't know much more to say about this one. Besides just admiring it, and it's
Beside
neat.
random stars.
Those were just like regular shells. I used that shape, and I had leftover wood to do it here, screwed from the back. Then this was screwed to that, and I put screws in from here because I didn't want a hand to lean on it, make it fold down, and then I locked it in with that piece. Had we thought about those armpit things earlier, I probably could have did a smaller version of these everywhere, but it kind of still worked out. And it did take some thought to make sure that the staggering was happening so that you could walk the dolls down the stairs and they weren't on top of each other. I didn't want any of the hair to have a light directly on it, just in case, for safety. I think it's okay because Christmas tree lights have ornaments and all that, but anyway, just in case. So continue to watch. We'll have lots of pictures for showing this being built, and a little video if I can find it. Oh, listening. Twyla. This is cool for my family who's watching. I just get fascinated by the differences. Here's different versions of the same doll. Like, just neat
Well,
details.
it's a fruit to shake.
Yeah, well, I'm saying
So they have to be all
it's Twyla,
odd.
but there's a basis of the burple hair or whatever she calls it.
Blurple.
Blurple.
Or
Same
blurp.
eyes, same form, same mold, but
No, that's her
they
favorite
change it up.
color.
Yeah. So
And
enjoy
her
the
hair-
rest of it.
And her hair is always like, oh, come on. And her hair is like always bad feeling.
Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the
Like.
link if you haven't. That's down below.
Comment.
We love your comments. I'm very engaged. Gracie
Comment too.
is not allowed to be free on the YouTube. I'm kind of mean that way. But we're very engaged, and we check at least once a day. So we can comment back to you. Thank you. Oh, and I think we had some shout outs. Shout outs we already did Sam O'Hare.
Ow.
And then because of the last comments, I want to do a shout out to Blaze Sparks and Jazzy Mom 1 for the input on Rochelle's area about these not being too long, that you are enjoying all the details I'm adding. I wouldn't have done that before. We were just going to do an overall overview. But since people are asking, I'm going for it. If you guys find they're being too long and boring, let me know. I'll adjust. And I think next we're going to talk about this other piece, part of the fourth piece.
Oh, and
The
we're
New
gonna.
York High
Are
Tower.
we gonna show Astronova? Or
Don't
no?
forget. Yeah, we probably
Yes!
can. So, otherwise, thank you again for watching. Hoping to get this one loaded as well as the one we're doing right now, so we can have 2 up for you. We try as hard as we can. You just have a good day. We are
Super
buddies
buddies
forever.
how this all comes together, baby.
Oh, shit.
Is it spitting?
It is. But it's okay. That's Porter. He's a graffiti artist. Sometimes it's spitting. Let's
Looks great to me.
take advantage. It's like stars.
What's going on in here? What do we have in here? Who is that? Oh, hey! Who is that back there? And oh, what is she doing?
The light girl.
She's the light girl.
Lighting tech right now.
Yes. You're the best. What you got going on here, baby?
I'm the lighting tech.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Lights.
Lights. Camera.
Lots of lights.
Action.
Making good, easy use of Christmas lights.
Peek again. Stay still. Looking good, baby. Fabulous job. Here we have the Comet, which is yet to have its lighting. That looks great.
Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out what color.
All of this looks great. Holy crap. You have done a spectacular job.
Thanks, baby. You have stairs to make.
I will, tomorrow.
Can I have a coffee?
Sure.